we can move on to the next stage, which is, as soon as it saves, Rocket Silo. Judging by the image, the stage we finally get to form the rocket, which will take us back home, safe and sound. Anyways, this is what I meant by the last level and this level taking place simultaneously. They both have the same opening cutscene. Well, kind of. The dialogue is exactly the same, and I think the animations are, but the camera angles are slightly different. And plus, something you probably can't notice on this video, but definitely notice if you're playing specifically the GameCube version. This is the second out of 2 levels in this game on the Nintendo GameCube version in particular that run at 60 frames per second, which is just kind of weird. So yeah, we get to play as Mr. Incredible again. Been a little while. I think it's been, what, like 5 levels since we last played as him? To be fair, we also played, like, I think 6 or 7 levels in a row as him. So, like, I take that as you will. And so, yeah, so the last level was pretty much going as Mrs. Incredible in trying to build up, I guess, the fuel needed just to power up the rocket. So we could, yeah, take it to get back home. Where here, in Mr. Incredible's stage, this more involves us actually assembling the rocket. And throughout the level, we even get to see the process of that happening, which I think is kind of cool. Alright, so here we just need to activate some of these consoles, which will give us platforms that will raise us up to certain areas. We have one over here. And also, yeah, because this is another Mr. Incredible level, the armored henchmen from the Syndrome's base level are back. I just realized these guys... Oh, dang it. These guys only appear in 2 levels in the game. That's kind of interesting. In fact, because of these secret lava labs and Violet's Crossing levels, I'm pretty sure the normal henchmen appear in more levels. Which makes sense, because those are the designs that actually appear in the movie. Whereas these armored henchmen were made for this game. And that turns that on. Oh, now the whole place is shaking. Oh, that just opens that. Okay, cool. Now, oh, that's a bonus item over there. Nice. Get on here, so we could swing off of these cranes, I guess you could call them, or it's kind of claws that held those spheres. Swing off them, and we go over here. Just activate this. And there we reached our first checkpoint. And yeah, we have these things. You just jump over them or roll underneath them. Pretty simple stuff. Although they do quite a bit of damage. Great. Alright, we have more of these helibots to deal with. There's health over there. We'll probably need that. Activating this. Drops those spheres once again. Now I believe, yeah, we can pick these up and potentially throw them at the helibots. Well, you aren't able to automatically aim at them. But you can. It's possible. It's just you'll have to be precisely aiming at them. Dang it. Apparently that didn't work. There we go. Boom. Okay, you can directly aim at them with these. Interesting. There we go. Now, I believe after you defeat a certain amount of these, something will happen. From my knowledge. Oh, there's another one. Get over here, little guy. Come on. Come to Papa. Dang it! That didn't work. What? He's clipping through the ceiling? Okay. Sure, man. Sure. Now, is there another one? Nope. Alright, now that we've dealt with all those, we have yet another tank from the robot arena level to deal with. You know, they could have made more mini-boss robots to deal with. But I'm guessing they didn't have enough time to make more designs, so that they just thought, let's use the same tank boss over and over and over again. I know it was only the third time, but still, it sure doesn't feel like it. Especially after playing through this game so many times. Just saying that there's some scraps of some other destroyed tanks here. Some of this. That's interesting. Okay, so I guess they have a ton of these that I'm guessing have been used to defeat the other supers. Like, who knows? One of these might have killed Gazer Beam. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. So just one more bomb to deal with this guy. That should be it. Boom. Apparently that tank was interconnected to this console. However that works. Come on. There we go. Now, I have talked about the score of this game, right? I believe it was composed by Chris Tilton and was directly based off of the movie score. In fact, I'm pretty sure in some interviews he's talked about... Oh, yeah, here's the rocket out here, by the way. That's partially built. Again, it's really cool that we get to see it's like the process of it building across the level. I think that's really cool. Anyways, in here, get to defeat all these enemies. You have to activate this, and that starts the process of building the rest of the rocket. I'm not joking. You literally have to just wait here while the rocket is building as you deal with all these enemies. Ain't that amazing? So yeah, there's the body. Oh my god. Come on. There we go. Come on. Alright. I guess while we're waiting for that to happen, I may as well talk about one of my stories with this game. So after playing this game, you know me. I'm actually quite the fan of the Lego games. So after playing this, I was thinking to myself, what would a Lego Incredibles game be like? Keep in mind, this was 2014. This was before the actual Lego game based off the Incredibles came out. I was pretty excited when that was announced. I was like, oh my god, I called it. Kinda. I was trying to imagine, okay, what, how would that even work? And I even thought about how they could make like a combo system for that game, which was kind of in Lego, the actual Lego The Incredibles game. And I was even thinking about like the minifigure designs of the characters. I'm pretty sure I got Dash's spot on because I called the fact that they would use the Star Wars, the Clone Wars Chancellor Palpatine's hairpiece for Dash. So I kind of called that. I believe it's almost done actually. As soon as that goes down, there we go. That activates that console. I might continue that story another time. I don't know. So activate this, and this elevator comes down. Activate this, and that. What does that do? Is that? Oh, that opens that door behind the rocket. Okay. And that just brings the rocket inward. So bring it to... Heck, nabbit. Well, at least now we get a better view out all this. Just gotta wait for that to... Oh, dang it. Stupid enemies. Can you shut up? I'm trying to watch something. There we go. Now, that pulls out this bridge, and we can move on to the next section. Oh, look out for that. Uh-oh. And that killed me. Dang, I don't know if I've seen that death animation before. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't know why I described Mr. Incredible dying pretty cool, but whatever. Alright. Glad neither one of them survived that. Yeah, third checkpoint. Okay. We're almost done with the level. Especially since I think there's only like 2 rooms left. There's this room, which I absolutely hated as a kid. It's another turret section, if you're wondering. And are these destructible at all? Doesn't look like it. Alright. By the way, there's a bonus item right there. I don't know how anyone would think to look there, but it's there. It's pretty hidden. Anyways, we have this turret that we saw in the No Manison Island level. My recommendation here is to deal with as many enemies as you can before you deal with the turret, so that, or before you grab the turret, so that you don't have to deal with as much stuff when actually doing the pretty difficult turret section, in my opinion. Especially since you have all this crap thrown at you. You have Velocibots, you have flying henchmen with missiles. It's pretty bad. You even have on-foot people eventually. My recommendation is try to deal with the flying henchmen first that have missiles, because the missiles do more damage than gunfire. So it's not as it's not as big of a deal to deal with the Velocibots as opposed to with these guys. It's just too bad that they freaking blend in with the background, so they're really hard to see and actually, you know, shoot. Also, the aiming reticle is kind of weird because I believe you actually aren't able to shoot straight at the henchman. You have to kind of shimmy left and right, kind of. I think after a couple more enemies, I can let go of the turret. Nope, there's more. Okay. Come on. There we go. Soup? I think that guy just said soup. Anyways, you guys like tanks? I sure do. Dear Lord. Thankfully, we don't have to deal with those enemies anymore, and we just have a one-on-one with yet another tank. Because I guess that's all they can think of for difficult things to do in this stage. But whatever, I get it. They probably didn't have a lot of time to make this game. Alright. Yeah, I didn't even want to aim at my main enemy anyway. Sure, game, just auto-aim to a computer that's like freaking 90 miles away. There we go. So back onto that thing I was talking about me wanting like a Lego Incredibles kind of thing before Lego Incredibles was an actual thing. Damn, I even like designed my own custom minifigures of all the characters and everything. I don't know if I could find them. I don't even know if I have them still fully built anymore. Probably not. But I still find it kind of cool that I actually somewhat predicted that. Somewhat predicted that one of the few Pixar franchises that would get Lego sets would be The Incredibles. And the only one to get a full-on video game. And I even thought, because again, this was before Incredibles 2 came out, I was thinking, oh, would the game consist of levels based on the movie and the Rise of the Underminer video game? Thought that would have been kind of interesting. I'm surprised the actual Lego The Incredibles game didn't have, like, oh, maybe a little bonus level based off of Rise of the Underminer. That would have been cool. But no, they didn't. I actually don't really like the Lego The Incredibles game. It's not that good. I think it's way too easy, even for Lego game standards. It's too short, like, dear God. Pretty sure I 100%ed that whole game in less than a week. We're talking about me here, when it takes my time with games. Anyways, this final section is where we have 4 rotary devices in the middle. We rotate all these, and that will cause a crane in the middle to spin that we can grab onto to activate some consoles. Great. Come on. That's the thing about this game, not really having like invincibility frames to where a plethora of enemies could just combo you to death and you'll have like no room to actually breathe because all these henchmen's gunfire together cause rapid fire speeds to where you can't possibly, you know, react to it. It's ridiculous. Also, these rotary devices are unlike any other in the game to where once you rotate them all the way, they'll actually stay at that position and they won't rotate back to being in their default position, which is really nice. So once we have all 4 of them, here comes the crane. Oh, dang it. Grabbed onto it too. Great. Come on, dude, really? That works. Come on. Oh, dang it. We have to activate the one over there, as well as the one to over there, in order to cause this one to turn on. Dang it! Stupid missiles. God. So annoying. Also, I believe with Mr. Incredible as well, if you get shot while hanging on something, you will also kind of fall off. And I just barely was able to grab on. So now we wait. There we go. The rocket is now reaching its destination, and this final console will have us close the door. And with that, that is the end of Rocket Silo. As soon as the store closes, the rocket will launch. And there it is.
Great. I can't fly. You don't have to. Use the coordinates from the last launch.
Wait. I bet Syndrome's changed the password by now. How do I get into the computer?
Mirage changed sides? Anyways, that level took us 20 minutes to beat, or 21 minutes. We defeated 180 enemies, received 700 damage, dealt 5,000 damage, picked up 200 health, we performed 11 incredible moves, and we burnt 1,200 calories. So something I never mentioned about the cutscenes in this game, or at least the in-game cutscenes, is that, weirdly enough, I looked into it, only in the GameCube version do none of the cutscenes have music. Usually in the other versions, some background music or in the game will play during the cutscenes, but just not in the GameCube version. It's weird. I guess the team working on this port forgot to implement it in. Whatever. I guess I've gotten so used to it though, playing the GameCube version so much, that it's weird to hear the cutscenes in the other console versions. Like with the music. Like, and if there's an in-game cutscene in the middle of gameplay, the music that you hear during gameplay will continue into those cutscenes. Which just bothers me. I don't know why. It just does. I guess it's because, you know, it's just so much sudden change, I guess, looking at it. I remember me and a friend would quote this game often whenever Mr. Incredible would say bullseye. He would always make fun of that line, saying, "Holy crap, a bull's eye? Dang, that's pretty disgusting." I don't know. Yeah, we just kind of make fun of the saying bullseye on its own in general, and how weird it is. Alright, so anyways, the first of the 2 bonus items we missed in this level is when you're hanging on these, if you go back here, you'll find the first bonus item. Uh-oh. Well, by the way, in this section right here, I actually found a shortcut, or kind of a glitch. So, on this this tank right here, not really fallen, but it's kind of destroyed tank, you can actually jump onto it, and then get this, jump over here, and activate the next checkpoint, pretty much skipping this entire tank fight. All you have to do is just go somewhere to drain all your health so that you'll die and return to a checkpoint. And bam, you skip this entire section. Ain't that fun? Ain't that funny? So in here, you may notice all these crates over here. Well, if we destroy them, we could find a console over here, which brings up that bridge, which could allows us to enter a room that we didn't enter when normally playing through this level. So we just have to go through this whole song and dance of forming the rocket, which will probably take us a little while. Uh-oh. I remember always mishearing the lines that Mr. Incredible would say in this game. Like that line right there where he says, "Why is it never easy?" I was always confused as a kid whether he said, "Why is it never easy?" or "Why is it over easy?" Which, I don't even know if, I guess over easy is an actual, term. Because isn't it like a term when it comes to cooking things? Probably. Well, I guess in the terms of this game, it probably wouldn't make any sense. But it's weird. There's also the line where he says, "No place to run, boys." I'm pretty sure I misheard that line as a kid and thought he said, "A place to run, boys." Something like that. Could be wrong, though. Could be making stuff up. There we go. Alright, just activate this elevator. And head up here. And we enter this room with a whole bunch of turrets and henchmen. There's some incredible power back there. Now I believe, yes, something happens whenever you defeat all those enemies. More enemies appear. Okay. That's something. What could I even talk about right now? Could I talk about perhaps the other Pixar video games, maybe? Because aside from this, there was also... Before this, there was a Finding Nemo video game that was actually done by Traveler's Tales. Actually, quite a few of the earlier Pixar games were done by Traveler's Tales. By the way, another tank! Because we just love tanks so much that I believe this is the third tank we've seen in this level so far. Because there were the other two that you have to beat in order to normally go through this level. And now there's this one. But yeah, Traveler's Tales were the developers of quite a lot of the early Pixar video games, including the Toy Story 1 and 2 games, the A Bug's Life game, and the Finding Nemo video game. Yeah, pretty interesting. Because we may know them as, most notably, the developers of the countless LEGO video games, like the LEGO Star Wars games, the LEGO Indiana Jones games, the LEGO Batman games, the LEGO Harry Potter games, the LEGO Marvel games. There are countless of those games. I think there are over 20 at this point. Not to brag or anything, but I own nearly all of them. I own nearly every LEGO game. As of the time I'm recording this, I believe the only one I am missing is LEGO Lord. Oh, by the way, we have to fight another one! 2 tanks in a row. Could this game get any worse? Probably not. Wow, what a slap in the face, man. Just when you've been fed up with fighting the same mini-boss over and over again, it gives it to you twice in a row. Wow. I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just speechless, honestly. That's it, new rule. This tank must be in every video game. Screw it. This tank is going to replace every enemy in every single video game from this point on. Everything must be the tank from the Incredibles video game. If we're gonna fight it so many freaking times, we may as well get used to it. Screw it. Someone make a mod for this game that replaces every single enemy with the tank mini-boss. That'd actually be kind of cool, not gonna lie. It'll be interesting, to say the least. Oh my god, finally. And for all that, we get a bonus item. That's it. That's all we fight. That's all we fought 2 tanks in a row for a bonus item. Amazing. Finally, oh my god. That's enough of this level. Alright, now we only have 1 level of the game left. So with that, I have one... Oh my god, 8,400 damage dealt. Anyways, I have one question for you all. Are you guys ready to save the world? So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the final level of the game where we finally meet up with the Omnidroid in our home city, Metroville. Uh-oh. See, it's not really explained in the game that how the family actually got here is not only with a rocket, but also an RV to pretty much travel on foot, which leads to some funny antics. Here we go! With the actual gameplay. So, this boss works differently from the other bosses in the game, to where, yeah, it has, I believe, 5 phases. By the way, there's a bonus item. It has 5 phases that are all pretty different from each other. This first phase is pretty much just lift up this leg so we could grab Syndrome's remote, which is what controls the robot, or the Omnidroid, as seen in an earlier cutscene in the game. That's really the only place in this game where it's really explained, but in the movie, it's more thoroughly explained. Which makes sense. Everything in the movie is more thoroughly explained than in this game. So yeah, the Omnidroid will throw cars at you, will shoot laser bullets at you, and will shoot large lasers. It's a Pizza Planet truck, by the way. Alright, so you may notice the health bar on top that pretty much acts as a timer for this phase. So, the only way to damage the Omnidroid, you can't damage his legs. You have to go for his head. So whenever his head pops out like that, that's when you throw a a rock or a motor or whatever at his head to deal damage. And so yeah, you're still going to want to dodge his legs. Alright. 2 more hits should do the trick. Uh-oh. Okay. I get it. Final boss, of course, it's going to be difficult. There we go. That deals with that phase. There's even an airship or a blimp in the background. Uh-oh. Gotta go grab the remote again. I do like how the music corresponds with the Omnidroid kind of jumping like that. That's pretty cool. Uh-oh! Forgot to mention, this level has no checkpoints, which is weird. But, yeah, if you die at any point, you will have to start all over again. That was a close one. Way too close. There's another bonus item right on top of the RV that we drove in to get here. That's pretty cool. Only one more bonus item to go. Is that it over there? Nope, that is health. We might need that, though. Uh-oh. There's more health. Again, we're probably gonna need it eventually. This guy's good. Really good. Way too good. Oh, how convenient. Lays his foot right where we need it to. And there we go. We got the remote once again. And hey, it's Frozone! Cool that he's back. Does that mean we get to play as him? Of course not. We just have to pretty much defeat the Omnidroid while he carries the remote. Alright, just remember, each time he attacks with his legs, more and more rocks will come from the ground that you can use, yeah, to damage the Omnidroid. So you're kind of both wanting, to have him, oh, dang it, kind of wanting him to attack you, even though, of course, you're going to still want to dodge it, regardless. Dang it. Okay. Alright. There we go. Just a couple more hits. Uh-oh. This is bad. Alright. I mean, we have a lot of time. Because Frozone's health bar indicates how much time we have. There we go. See what I mean? Easy peasy. Alright, rest in peace that guy's car. Hope he has insurance. Oh, hey, Elastigirl's got it now. And now we get to recreate the scene from the movie where we handle one of the Omnidroid's legs and do something, or try to launch it right back at him. So what we do is it's really weird to control, to where we just have one hit to do it. We have to aim it right at the Omnidroid. There we go, we did it. We just have to press the A button there, or X if you're on PlayStation, and boom! And that, ladies and gentlemen, takes care of our final enemy. As we get our last cutscene. Boom. Man, think about how much effort that explosion had to take to animate. In fact, all of the explosions in this movie, there are quite a few of them. And there's veteran Disney animators Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnston. They made a cameo in the movie. I'm glad they put that cameo in this game. That's really cool of Heavy Iron to do. And so yeah, that, ladies and gentlemen, was The Incredibles video game. Honestly, not a bad game, I'd say. There are some issues with it, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's a movie license game. It's not going to be perfect. And this game is far from being perfect. But it's honestly one I really enjoy. And I do think it does hold up pretty well. In some aspects. Of course, if you have not seen The Incredibles movie, following the story is a little difficult. Of course, if you've seen the movie, it's no flaw at all. It's no issue at all. And I honestly do recommend playing this game. If you could find a copy of it, I'd definitely say go for it. It's a fun time. Especially, of course, if you're a fan of the movie. There's plenty of stuff in this game to geek out about. I mean, other than the fact that the Pizza Planet truck's in here, even though the Pizza Planet truck was not in the Incredibles movie. But I digress. And so yeah, while the credits are rolling, we can even explore this entire area. Once again, a very well-made locale, I must say. Heavy Iron definitely has some good set designers, or some good level designers, because, my god, this feels like an actual city. Even though, over here, yeah, part of the ground is not textured over here. That's great. But yeah, like I said, I definitely recommend playing through this game. It's a really fun romp through the universe of The Incredibles. And unfortunately, I do think this is probably the oh, Lou Romano, nice. This is probably the best Incredibles game out of all of them. I'd argue this game is better than Rise of the Underminer. It's just more fun. And I would say this is better than the recent Lego Incredibles game, which was released alongside the E.G. Daily. There we go. Samuel L. Jackson, Elizabeth Pena, Sari Vowell. Got all the voice actors there. Very nice. And that was Save the World. And don't worry, we did get all 3 bonus items, so we're good to go on there. And so yeah, that level took us 7 minutes to beat. Defeated 1 enemy. We received 300 damage, dealt 200 damage, picked up 225 health, performed 0 incredible moves, and we burnt 465 calories. And so now we're taken back to the title screen. Yes, the title screen has its own wireframe, which is pretty cool. Or the main menu, in this case. Loading the Incredibles. Whatever that means.
You need permission to start the game?
Already started it, Frozone.